Music. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us on video for the first time.
Thank you.
Hopefully this comes out how we wanted to. But we did have a list of topics we wanted to talk about. And on the very top of the list today, we had...
Wet ass pussy.
I was going to say WAP. I wasn't even going to say the whole
Some
thing.
wet ass pussy, folks. But
Okay.
that's a song.
Sure.
We're not talking just about the concept of it.
Did you see the video? Did you hear the song?
Well, if you watch, I watched the video without audio.
Really?
I didn't hear. No. Who would do that?
I don't know.
No, I listened to it.
What do we think? Have you heard it?
I just listened to it when you guys said you were going to talk about it.
Right.
Did you slide into it? No.
Okay.
That was bad.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
I don't care. I don't know. It's some wet ass pussy.
Okay, but
It's funny. I here's my thing. You can make whatever you want in music. If you're even at whatever level, you can make a song about whatever you want. I'm gonna laugh if some of the words are just they're I'm a child, but they're funny.
I love the park that big ass truck in this little garage.
Yeah.
I think Cardi B said that.
Even if it's intentional or not, it's just
Bars.
very funny. Yeah, it's funny.
What was
gonna
I gonna
laugh.
say? Whose song is it? Is it Meg's song or
No,
Cardi's
I
song?
think I'm gonna look at the lyrics right now. It's Cardi B's song.
I think it's Cardi's song.
Yeah. But I mean, Meg Thee Stallion's way better. I think.
Dude, I mean, I wanted to talk about this. We can talk about it now. What Megan did to Cardi on that song, was it disrespectful?
On wet ass pussy?
The way she, I don't know, she stole the show.
Yeah.
She killed the song.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost a bad look for Cardi. Am I wrong?
People aren't going to see it that way. People aren't going to look at who is better, I don't think.
I know we're not supposed
Only we do that.
No, not only. Hip hop is about who's the better MC. The
Wet
whole
ass
point.
pussy make that pull out game weak.
I'm telling you.
You fucking with some wet pussy.
Listen,
Yeah.
the whole point.
That's my shit.
The whole point of hip hop and history is like you rank MCs. Like that's the sport.
You think that's how it is right now?
I mean, right now is debatable, but
Right.
you pit MCs against each other. Like
No, I'm not saying it's wrong to do that, but I don't think anyone gives a shit.
I don't give a shit if you give a shit. We're gonna talk about this right now.
Yes, obviously Megan Thee Stallion's way better.
If anyone that gives a shit watches the show.
Okay.
Point being, though, I mean, you compare Lil Baby and Gunna.
No, of course. Okay, fine. Yeah, well, fine. You know what? That's true. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it. Megan Thee Stallion's always been fine to me. Cardi B always rubbed
Double
me the wrong
entendre.
way.
She's always been fine. Go on.
Yeah, Cardi B's always kind of annoyed me a little bit. I don't. She's way not commercial about it, but almost like pandering. I feel putting her in like American Express commercials and like Pepsi commercials. I don't give a shit, whatever. But I'm not gonna enjoy it as much.
You don't like her getting money?
I don't care. I don't care at all. Like, just seeing her in commercials makes me. I don't like the commercials. What I'm saying is, Meg Thee Stallion has much more talent to counteract any kind of, mainstream popularity, corniness that comes with that.
So, do you think Cardi B is corny?
Yes.
And you think
I do, but I've said this before.
And you think she's corny because she's mainstream?
No, I don't know. She's just not as talented. So when she is corny, I can tolerate it less.
So, because okay, let me get this straight. You think that Megan is a better rapper?
Yes.
And you think like Megan is more talented?
Yes, I think she's more talented.
And you think that Cardi B is corny because she's less talented?
No, it's almost like because she's less talented, the corniness bothers me more. She started off as a reality TV show star.
Okay, she started off as a stripper.
She started off as a stripper, then a reality show.
Yeah.
And she's in the headlines for like her marriage with Offset or what she said on Instagram this week. And it's just like when that corniness comes through, I'm less likely to enjoy it if there's no talent. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Am I valid?
But I feel like what you see as corny is what America sees as relatable.
Right, but again, if this is us talking.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. It's annoying.
I never saw her as corny though.
Yeah.
I always saw it as more of a relatable shtick. Because she embraces it. Like,
yeah.
She took the whole, because she popped off in 2017. So she takes the whole concept of being a stripper, being a hoe, and embraces it. I mean, and that's not new, but she gets a lot of flack from like, the news, Fox News.
For being a hoe?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care about that. Yeah, I mean, I guess, look, if you want to say that like the representation she, puts forth in terms of, destigmatizing wholeness or all that. Yeah, you want to argue that's good? Sure, I would agree with you.
And I think that's what you see.
I
as
just
corny.
don't care. I don't care. It's not gonna make me.
You're on a hip hop show.
Okay, and that's the only song that came out is "Wet Ass Pussy." The only thing we can talk about is "Wet Ass Pussy."
I think
it's a fun song.
Listen,
it's fine.
I texted you before the show. I talked to you in the car. I talked to you before I set everything up. I said, just have an opinion.
That's what I said.
You just can't come to every show saying, "Who care? I don't care."
That's not what I said.
He does this every time.
No, I don't.
He does this every single time. All I ask is you.
I brought up the Wet Pussy because it's funny. I said it's a funny song. I'm gonna read more lyrics just to prove my point.
Please go ahead. I give him his first chain, and this is how.
Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy. It's good. It's funny. Like it's good writing. I like it. I just like that's. I don't know. It's nothing. This is more than I like this more than I usually like Cardi B. I'll say that.
I just think that okay, Cardi B has been out of the spotlight for a minute. We mentioned that in episode 1.
Swipe your nose like a credit card.
We mentioned on episode 1 of this season that Cardi B has been out of the spotlight
Spit in my mouth.
for a minute, right?
Yeah.
And so I think it was kind of questionable to have your big comeback song be one where you also get washed on because Megan washed her.
But what? Yeah, I guess.
And the song itself is pretty mid.
Yeah.
The song itself is pretty forgettable. I mean, the video is amazing. The two of them are amazing. I mean, like what they're doing.
Amazing.
I'm trying to be like as correct as possible, but what they're doing is pretty admirable. So I think as personalities, this is a bigger deal than the song itself.
Yeah, but if you're the kind of audience they have in particular, I'm not saying limit. I'm saying like you know, if
just their audience.
They're top of the top, so they're going to have a wide audience. Yeah. I don't know if they're as inclined to not even rank. Like you could say one's better or one's not, but like
no, of course their audience. No, their audience doesn't rank them.
Who cares? I agree with you that Megan's
but
shitting on her.
But I'm looking at
Squirting
this.
on her.
You have to think of it from my perspective. I like hip hop. I like rap.
Yeah.
So of course I view things that way.
Yeah.
I don't really view it as a fan of that person because if I did that, I would say, you know, I wouldn't shower every time I listen to a Griselda album. Like people like you who love Griselda, the white hipsters who don't shower.
Motherfucker. That's not even...
So, like, you don't have to assume the role of their particular fan. I look at it from, like, a hip-hop perspective, point of view. You know what I'm saying?
Take that back.
I'm just saying.
Nice.
I'm really just trying to have a conversation with you. I feel like you being on camera is getting you hype. I feel like you're acting out more than usual.
Honestly, funny song. Obviously, Megan's better. I think she's talented. I've never had a problem with her as much as, like, the corniness of, you know, Cardi B.
Yeah.
If this is her comeback, I didn't really view it as that because I didn't think she was necessarily out of the limelight. Mm-hmm. She definitely like took a backseat, but I thought that was kind of self-imposed. You know what I'm saying? I think she said that at one point.
Oh yeah, no, she needed some time out of the spotlight.
Yeah. I think she had a baby and everything, which is fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's detrimental or anything. I agree Megan's better, but the thing too is Cardi B is so much more popular that regardless of who's more talented, it's almost like you're still giving the featured artist the helping hand. Do you know what I'm saying? Now even more people know who Megan Thee Stallion is.
So you think this was charity?
Not charity, but it's like mutual benefit. It's like
right. They're both eating.
It counters itself. So it's like obviously Cardi B is not as good a rapper as Megan Thee Stallion, but it doesn't take away from this. I don't know. It's funny. It's a good song. I like it. I'm looking at the camera too much, but it's a funny song, and Kylie Jenner was in the video too.
I was just gonna ask what you thought of that.
I guess it makes sense that she was in the car then, because I was like, why is she like? How are they friends?
They were hanging out before that.
They are friends.
They were on Instagram Live together.
They were.
Yeah, before that happened. The Tory Lanez thing. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, before that happened, they were hanging out. But I
didn't know they were friends, but
I didn't know they were friends either. How do you think that happened?
Interesting. I bet they probably just have a similar circle at this point.
You don't think it was coordinated by the label or Chris?
Chris. You can never underestimate Chris, I guess.
No.
I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe you're right.
Something's fishy. And the fact that we haven't had any more details about that car situation, it's a little fishy.
Maybe Kylie was the real shooter.
We'd never know it.
She's a top shotter.
If that were truth, we would never know it.
Damn.
I'm telling you.
Shit.
But yeah, the consensus on the show. Shameless plug loves WAP. Shameless plug loves wet ass pussy.
Make that pull-out game week.